Hello everyone, Chad O'Brien here for Kaiju Pop, and we are checking out the Nioh Alpha Demo. This is the Koei Tecmo game that's like Onimusha mixed with Dark Souls, mixed with Witcher, and we're gonna check it out. So the first thing you're gonna need is a weapon, that fortunately this guy has. I have played this for a bit, but I decided to start a new game just to show you what you're gonna encounter if you start this up. So you'll see the little menu. It's kind of Dark Souls-y-ish in a way. You can't pause ever. So let's get some more things here. And we've got our sword now, so we can actually start attacking like this. Now, very important thing is stamina. Look how much stamina you use for attacking. Fortunately, you have a key pulse, which I just used there. So, stamina is called ki in this game, which is a little confusing because there's a difference between ki and stamina. Now, this key pulse, you press the R1 button after a combination, and you'll get your stamina back. So you look here, without the key pulse, your stamina regeneration is actually very slow. But if you use the key pulse correctly, you can get all that back in an instant, like that. So, boom, there you go. And it's obviously very useful because your ki, your stamina it just drains so fast in this game, and everything you do is going to take stamina. But it's a lot more than Dark Souls. If you run out of stamina completely, you will stop for half a second. You won't be able to do anything. You won't be able to dash. You won't be able to even move. So if you run out of stamina, you're pretty much screwed. Very important here. So you can also switch your stances, which I just did. This is the high stance, which takes up a lot more stamina, and as you notice, you don't gain stamina while guarding. Which also applies to the low stance mode for some reason. The low stance mode uses less stamina, but also means less damage, and not so much poise damage, or, you know, it won't stun enemies, things like that. Let's go ahead and go fight some dudes. There's a guy up here. He can easily give you trouble, as you can see by the red swords here. Those are dead players. People killed by this dude, probably. Now you'll notice you can see both the health and the stamina bar of enemies now, because a big part of the game is just getting them to run out of their own stamina by having them miss or use large attacks while you guard. I wasn't using the key pulse there, but yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can summon anybody. These are revenants of dead players, and they're actually really good for practicing because they're actually quite strong. They've got a few more techniques, they know when to guard, they can use their own key pulse, and as you can see there, it's never a good idea to turn your back on the opponent. There is no like visceral attack from behind, at least not yet, but simply attacking the back is extremely damaging, whether you do it or they do it. Now, as you'll notice here, you have a little grave marker where your spirit animal watches over your Amrita. That's this game's version of Souls. So I'm using the high stance now. You can see how much damage I just did there, and thanks to the key pulse, my stamina was never in any danger. And I got some new foot guards, so let's put those on. You'll want to get any kind of armor from the start, because you'll have nothing except your mariner's clothes, and those are pathetic. So there's a lot that I'm not completely sure about regarding like stats of equipment yet. You'll see things like defense multiplier, but that's different from defense, and break damage, and all kinds of different styles of damage. Now again, like Dark Souls, what you're going to want to do is lure off enemies one at a time, like this. You don't want to fight two enemies at once. especially in these early stages where just like 1 or 2 attacks can knock you down. It's pretty crazy. It's very easy to die, but don't get discouraged. You will die a lot, and even as someone who didn't die that much in Dark Souls, I'm just gonna say it's a rough road, but this is the alpha, and I'm sure there's going to be tweaks and balances in the future, but it is a rough road, and the game does not do that much to explain the system, outside of, as you can see here, these little tidbits that you pick up, but you have to fight your way to get to them. So now we're gonna fight a really powerful axe user here, and he's gonna kick my ass. So yeah, that can happen. You can see one attack just completely drained my stamina there, and I tried to use a healing item and he hit me in the back. So yeah, that didn't go so well. But that's alright. Again, you're gonna die a lot. It's just gonna happen. So, don't get too discouraged. Just try again, that sort of thing. There are ways to get Amrita, but we're gonna go ahead and go pick up my souls, and then we'll go back and level up, so you can see what that's like. So I'm going to go get my souls back, call back my spirit guardian. If you decide that you don't care about the souls that you lost, you can actually just call back your spirit guardian from the shrine. And the spirit guardian is more than just like a guardian. It can actually be used as a sort of like ultimate mode. It's called like the living weapon. So let's level up now. Go back to the shrine. Get all those souls, and bam, level up. So you can see all the stats here. Let's start with the lower part of the spirit. That's your spirit animal, gives it more HP. Magic is magic. Dexterity is more of your ninjutsu. That's kind of like buffs, debuffs, poison, status effect, that sort of thing. Skill is it relates to your key pulse, and that's really your Dark Souls dexterity. Strength is Dark Souls strength, so just heavier weapons and heavier armor. Stamina is kind of your endurance. Heart is your key, your actual like Dark Souls stamina, and then body is your life. So you can see all these here, and they actually they affect a lot more than just like their main stat. So everything affects life, for example. Everything gives you a little bit of a key pulse. Well, not everything, but most things. You'll also get samurai skill points, which are very important. So we're going to take a look at that real quick. We can learn some skills. Open up your menu. I got some new equipment. Let's put that on. Okay. And yeah. You can also see the weapons here. And one important thing is the scaling. So you'll notice this scales to heart more than anything else. So it's kind of weird. Like, strength doesn't give it as much of a boost as heart does. And you'll find that with a lot of weapons. So the kind of build you make is very important. So here we have our skills. You have them for all of your weapons, as well as ninjutsu, like I said, buffs like poison, and also the Onmyo magic. So that's your fire. You can add fire to your weapons, and you can also check out videos for all of the skills if you're not quite sure what it is. So you see like Iaido here, the EI quick draw. So bam, doesn't that look awesome? Yeah. But we're not going to go pick that up right now. Instead, we're going to pick up Morning Moon, because that's just an awesome skill. Look at that. So let's pick that up. Usually you'll get like more buff skills after that, and those come in ranks, so you can pick up. This one gives you 10%, but then you can get an extra 5, things like that. So you'll also notice that there are different skills for the different stances: high, mid, low. So again, it's not just based on your weapon, it's based on how you hold your weapon. And I can easily see that as being something that's overwhelming. But at the same time, like, you do get levels pretty easily here, and skill points also come pretty freely. So you shouldn't worry too much about it. Now, I did mention that there's durability to weapons, and also to armor. So I just drained his stamina there. I used a grapple. So that's all well and good. Now, like I was talking about, durability. So your equipment has durability, which means it will eventually break. And I got a new helmet. Look at that. Okay, dome head coming up. Right, but everything breaks, and it's actually quite fast. You'll find yourself swapping out equipment probably more often than you'd like, or at least I did, and I think that's really going to require some tweaking. This also does have like Witcher or even like Diablo style loot, and that different equipment grants different bonuses. Like, you could get a fire attack, or you could get armor that's adds to your defense or adds to your life, or a weapon that does more damage in a high stance or uses less ki in a low stance, or something like that. It's going to take a lot of experimentation, and you know, just find what you like. So now we're going to go find that axe guy again. We're going to kick his ass. Switch to the mid stance here. Because I don't trust the high stance. It's going to use too much ki. So give him a couple of test swipes. Dodge out of that. Oh, that hurt a lot. But now he's out of stamina. So I'm going to give him a little. There we go. Oh, man. I should have healed before that, but I didn't. And now he's dead. So now let's advance to where I've got a higher level character. Welcome back. So you can see here, William has been decked out with all kinds of good shit. I've got myself a spear, some better swords, better armor. Let's check this stuff out. So you can see there's like rarity levels now. We've got like the yellow gear, the purple gear, and standard white, all kinds of things. I'm going to show you how you can take some shit out. So yeah, just another quick look at some of my stuff, and let's get to it. So I'm gonna, I kind of suck at parrying, but I thought I'd try this out. So that's a little parrying skill you can get. And as you can see, if you do like enough damage or like good hits, you just start cleaving parts off of people. Let's go take care of these guys up here now. Still using my spear. Smack around. Make sure you use that key pulse. Switch to the high stance, give him some nice stabs. So you can see, you get a few levels in you, and you'll start doing a lot better. You'll get through these things as you should. Get my high stance up. There we go. All right. So, yeah, that's just a quick little look. Why don't we go ahead and just take care of this guy. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Don't do that. So that was another little parrying skill, also a little kick. Just sent him over the side. I'm not going to chase him down there because there's a couple more dudes down there. But, oh, that was rude, sir. Rude. Very rude. Alright. Well, that is our video on Nioh. So play the alpha while you can. It's only out for a little bit more. And follow us on Twitter at Kaiju Pop. Go to our website, kaijupop.com. And I'm about to die! Oh no! Oh, here it comes. You can also follow me at Kyoshi Bonsai. And thank you for watching the video. And goodbye.